huge amount of what you see is because of the training he's had through the ABA program. Since he was 2.5 years old, he has been in an ABA environment for between 30 and 40 hours a week. Someone with him one-on-one all the time, teaching him hundreds of different little goals. Just sort of like putting together a puzzle, piece by piece, building his depth of knowledge.
In this video, we're going to see 6 children, their families, their schools, and school staff all talking about their experience with the St. Amant School Age ABA program.
She was given the skills and the tools that she needed to be able to sit in a group environment quietly and appropriately, to be able to line up when told to line up and wait until the rest of the class goes, to be able to sit at a desk and work.
He was able to make visits to his classroom and get to know his teacher and get to know other parts of the school. And then we did a school bus program as well. So we broke it down into little steps, and he was able to learn to go on the bus, and it's been a complete success.
With the ABA, it was easy to come to school because he's had a lot of experience being with people and being able to interact with them, and I believe he just didn't know how to interact.
ABA has a very intentional and structured way of liberating kids. And what I mean by that is we started with a very, supervised, structured, going into the classroom, going into a nursery school with him 3 times a week, TA there, but then slowly leaving back, only prompting when necessary.
Lowercase
b. He was in the preschool program, which we saw leaps and bounds with him. Just with his eye contact itself, we worked on that a lot. The school provided photos of each of the workers, his new teacher, vice principal, EAs, so that we could practice them beforehand. We are praying that he'll be just blend right on in.
Well, at the school level, the children are on an IEP, an individualized education plan. And so the ABA, the goals of the ABA are meshed with the IEP. The IEP has different domains, so cognitive, academic really, social, communication, behavior, those kinds of things. And so we work within the school setting to make sure that, within the reality of what a school day looks like and curricula and that kind of thing, that we're also integrating the goals of the ABA to make sure that they're flowing together and that the needs of the child really are met through both processes.
St. Amant staff are very respectful of what teachers do and how we do it, and they're not there to take over. They are there to be supportive.
It's been a real blessing to have had ABA involved with Caleb, and I can definitely see the benefits of the program for him and for the family.
Je pense qu'on a eu des très bonnes expériences. On a eu la chance de travailler avec des gens, comme j'ai dit tantôt, qui s'y connaissaient et qui avaient beaucoup d'expertise à partager avec notre personnel. Notre personnel a beaucoup appris et puis l'ABA a été un bon support. Quand on a eu des comportements qui étaient difficiles, tout de suite on arrivait avec des différentes stratégies pour aider aux enfants.
ABA is sound teaching. You know what I mean? So it's not completely out of left field. It's not some kind of unheard of thing.
Hayley's been at Oakbank for 3 years now. Having her in the classroom all the time, ABA has been instrumental in that, because some of the behavioural pieces that they're able to help us with enable her to stay in a classroom where otherwise she may be very noisy or very agitated or running around the room. So having those behavioural pieces and working with the ABA people has enabled her to be in the classroom for the majority of the day, every day.
We want as much inclusion in the classroom and as much normalcy for Caleb in the classroom. And this is where ABA is really good at helping me through, of just keeping him on task, ignoring the negative, totally praising the positive.
Another thing that ABA brings in is a lot of knowledge about the child. So you're not starting from square one.
Going to the EIBI training helped us a lot. We knew some of their principles, and we could combine their principles with our teaching principles.
They do a really good training session in the fall, and it was a 2-day thing. We were with our consultant. We were able to talk about specific things about his program, which was really helpful.
The only thing that's a little bit challenging is sometimes the data collection. There's a lot of data collection to be done, but we've worked together to come up with a way that is comfortable for us and that ABA is getting the information that they want to, so they've been very helpful with that.
We found that if we marked the programs as we did them, that was a big blessing. And we could just, while Alec was enjoying his reinforcement, we were able to mark in exactly what he did.
The St. Amant School Age ABA program is a 3-year program. It ends after 3 years or grade 4, whichever comes first, and it consists of 2 main components, a school component and a home component. At school, there's roughly 20 hours of ABA a week led by the school team, whoever's been designated by the school to work with the child. And at home, there's 10 hours a week led by a tutor and 5 hours a week led by the parent.
Sometimes, if they can't get something happening for her here, and through communication between the school and ourselves, absolutely, we bring it into the home component and we try to help them out with it there. Or if they're working on something and they really want Haley to become a part of it, but she's going to need a lot more practice than what can happen at the school to make it happen, we'll take it on at home as well. It just really helps out.
Amazing teamwork happening there between the school and St. Amant.
My team is fantastic. We meet on a regular basis. We have 2 larger meetings, usually the fall and in the spring. And in between, usually around Christmas time, we get together and just check how things are going, where we're all at.
It is a full team effort, and the goal is Nathan succeeding.
Good job.
He brings out the best quality in, I would say, the majority of my children. They all want to help him. And my kids see what his EAs are doing, and they mimic the EAs.
You made the orange marker.
That's okay. Oh, it's
orange. Good.
With our consultants, I'm not afraid to ask them anything. If there's something in particular that we're having difficulty with, she will give us suggestions. She comes up with things that we would probably never think of ourselves.
Well, if it weren't for the ABA program, we'd have no idea what to do.
Exactly.
For me, at first it was intimidating, no doubt about it, to have people watching you and you're going okay. But you know what, now it is truly a sense of security.
Caleb, what's this word?
Jaden, good
when
job.
you're at the end and you're going, okay, what next? I can't think of anything. Your brain is stuck. You need somebody from outside coming in.
If you have a problem, they're always there. And, if they're not there, they'll be there in a couple days.
There's another brain working at trying to think of a solution or a different way to tackle something, or there's a skill that we're stuck on, just a different way of approaching it. It's wonderful to be able to have that kind of support there.
When he comes to school with a smile on his face, so that's good. That's enough reward for us.
It just feels really good to have someone with so much expertise on your team.
Through ABA, we're able to pull these wonderful gifts out of these children, and it's a privilege.
The ABA system is working wonderfully for us. He's a child. He's not a child locked in a world that we can't access anymore.
I've talked to other teachers in other provinces where this is just completely unheard of, where they could have a consultant come into their classroom and help them with their autistic children. So that's what I say to them, jump at the chance.
I see the progression of the kids, and that's what it's all about.
And they can make you laugh, and they can make you cry, and you can get goosebumps when they achieve something.
It really gave us the skills to be able to do things that other families just naturally do without thinking about too much. Things that seem so simple, like going out to a restaurant as a family.
He actually, has friends at school. He plays with other kids.
He couldn't say yes or no, and now he can say that.
Now he can actually focus on tasks.
He couldn't pick up a little ball, and now he could print his own name. Huge skill.
He didn't speak at all when he started the program, and now he speaks 2 languages.
If it's reading time, he may not be following the same book that the kids are doing, but he has his own book, and he's going to be doing reading time in his own way. He's come a long way. He's really come a long way.
He blends in more than he used to, and he's able to ask kids, do you want to play with me?
I think his classmates maybe benefit more than he does from knowing him and understanding the issues about autism and to be tolerant of people with disabilities.
The first time he wrote his name, which was this year, I nearly fell off my chair. I was like, he's got something caught in my eye, okay? You know, but he wrote CALEB, and I was like, that's amazing.
His awareness of what's going on around him has been enhanced tremendously. It's an extremely, extremely positive experience.
He's got, I think, a great group of kids there that'll, as he grows up with them, they'll take care of him.
It's almost like he has 5 moms.
Everybody's on the same page. Everybody really cares about Carter.
They have tears of joy with us. They get excited when he does little things. He's doing so many things that we never thought he would do.
Yeah.
And this is just grade 1.
Yeah.
What does it say?
Not it.
Very good.